folks. This is the second half of the Zionist Media Show. No, this isn't the Zionist, but this is the show exposing. I am Clay Douglas. While I'm getting my coffee, enjoy the song I wrote 50 years ago. That's also the introduction to my next book. That would probably be called Phoenix, in honor of that song. But it's about the resurrection, the re-rising of the Messiah, whatever he is, whoever he was, whoever he will be. I'll discuss that in some of the articles, in some of the books that I'm working on this year. Now, you can get previews of that on my website. If you want to call in, use this number. Now, by starting the Free American, I competed, and doing this radio show, I've been competing with Bain Capital. Hello.
Good morning, Clayton. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, David. How are you?
Well, it's a nice morning out here in Los Angeles, but I was surprised that Blog Talk Radio cut out all the call-ins today for you, or at least the ones in L.A. here. The phone just rings and rings and rings like nobody's home.
Well, that's strange. Here, I got through. So.
Yeah. Well, I think, like I said, I think it's just relegated to certain areas, like my area. Somebody else said on the chat board they couldn't get through also. But it's getting pretty close to the getting down to the wire here.
Well, David, I have decided that I was a victim of the psychological warfare, the stalking and everything that was involved in that. That's all in my book, and if I highly recommend that you read the book Mystery Babylon, because that will give you such a long history. I mean, it goes all the way back to biblical times. Tells you who the true Israelites are, who the Bible talks about. I mean, come on, the Bible was, you know what country was written more about than the Israeli people? That was Iraq. Iraq, Babylonian, you know, the Babylon. That was and that's probably why we invaded Iraq. We went back there to get, you know, a lot of stuff out of there, probably Stargates even.
Well, I've heard, I've done some reading on Syria was one of the cradles of civilization back in the Garden of Eden days, and that always is kind of hit a note with me, that part of the world.
Yes.
But, I've been receiving emails from both the Democrats and the Republicans. Obama wants a $3 donation to.
I know that you're running for president, and you know that I'm your friend and always will be.
Sure.
Whether you're president or not, but I have to tell you, I have to say to people right now that we might have a chance. We might have a chance to turn this around if people would just realize that the Republicans and Democrats are all controlled. They work for the banksters. They want to keep things exactly the same. They want. I mean, think about this, man. I mean, we're borrowing the money to give away, to give away in foreign aid, and we're doing it for and we're donating all these weapons and all this to Israel. Israel is the fourth or fifth largest armies in the world, at least 10th up there. And we're treating them like, and you know, there's something special here. This is the way, this is the Zionist, this is the whole Zionist plan. This is why we fought 2 world wars. This is why so many veterans have died on so many sides. Germans, Americans, French, British, Russians. We died needlessly, folks. Because they want to create, they don't want us to be independent. They don't want us to generate our own energy. They've got you locked down, and they use Republicans and Democrats. $500 million the American people donated to one of these parties. Doesn't matter whether you donated to the Republicans or Democrats. You gave them $500 million. What did they do with it? David, could you tell me what they did with that $500 million? Either. What did they do with it?
They spent it going into space a lot of times. So you set up a moon base and a Mars base.
No, sir. You're not getting the point here. You're not getting the point, David. The point is that they gave it to the media companies. They gave it to the Times. They gave it to the New York Times. They gave it to ABC. They gave it to NBC. They bought commercial. They gave them your $500 million. You donated to your own mind control weapon. You funded your mind control weapon, the way they program you. You funded it. Now, we got a chance. Gary Johnson is running on the Libertarian Party. The Libertarian Party has basically been infiltrated too. They advocate open borders. So why would you vote for a Libertarian if you want to open the floodgates to the Mexicans? But they opened the floodgates to the Mexicans anyway. So obviously, that was just a ploy to weaken the Libertarian Party and to, again, build up the Republicans and Democrats by putting one idiot in there. That's all they had to do. They had to put one communist, one Jew in there, and say, "Well, we should let the Mexicans just come up here." yeah, just open your door and just let the Mexicans come through and see if there's anything they need in your house. Okay.
Well, there's actually only one and one party only that's going to make any change in this country's dealings in November. And that party is a new party. It's called Nation of Change, and it's got a website called nationofchange.org, and I would suggest all listeners take a look at it today. They have not, as of yet, named their candidates for the presidency yet, but I'm hopeful as to their decision coming in the next 60 days. But that is the only party that actually bespeaks this coming revolution in thought and deed. And it's the only party that I can see voting for myself this November. But this party will be putting forth its proposals shortly on the YouTube and around the nation. And what they're going to be talking about is a big change in our economics and our military decisions, where to put them and what to do with them. And we're going to review our economy too, and our homeowners problem with the falling in of everyone's homeowning needs. But all these changes have been saved until the end of this run-up time, just so everyone can see, listen, and hear what all the bull crap is going to sound like from all the rest of the candidates. They all talk about nothing, Clayton, absolutely nothing that needs to be done. And it's pretty amazing at this time in history when we have all these problems, how nobody seems to know what to have to do about anything. But nation change, we're going to make that change stick.
Well, Gary, you know, I've got an ad for Gary Johnson up on my site right now, because he is standing up and he's talking about legalizing marijuana. We could stop putting people in prison. We've got a prison economy. I mean, come on, putting people in prison for marijuana is about the most senseless thing I can think to do to a bright young American.
Right. Well, just the legalization of hemp for industrial production. We could produce over 1,000 products using the hemp plant, and that right away will be a big boom to our economy, opening up jobs and manufacturing all across the country. But besides that, we need to convert our engines over to a hydrogen base, which is taken from the water that we have around every day. And by making these changes, we can actually come out of this economic slump that we've all been in for 20 years or more. And I think everybody is about ready for it. But the thing about it, Clayton, is in the last year I've listened to your show and I've listened to a lot of other people talking. And, you know, the way it is, nobody that's got any money is going to do anything to put this new party into office. It's the young people, the 19 to 32-year-old people that are looking to the future and want to go out and get a job and want to build a family and get a house and a home, and it's got the future they're looking at. Those are the voters that I'm going to be going after shortly, and those are the ones that are going to win the election for us, not the old entrenched folks that are living in their nice houses and driving street cars and don't really want it to change that much. Those aren't the voters we're looking for. We're looking for the young ones that haven't got a pot to piss in yet and that want to get out there and work. So those are the voting voters we want to get on our side.
Well, what we've got to do, I think, that I've been doing exactly the right thing for the last 20 years, since 1994. I mean, what I read to you and shared with you in the first half of this show about the, one world government. That's the whole plan, always has been. And a friend of mine, who happened to be Jewish, Aaron Russo, I've got one of his videos up somewhere that says, they plan to chip us. Mark of the beast. We've been warned about it for 2,000 years, and here it is, man. Here it is, right now. So, we're at that point in time. We're at that point in time. This is probably the most crucial time that we've ever been at. The turn of the century is right here. This is supposedly the end of the time. I think with a little bit of projected thought, just projected thought, we can change this. We can change this.
Oh, yes, we can. And we all have to do it all together. That's just it. This isn't an individual type of thing. This is a all for one and one for all, and it's all or nothing. If everybody wants to get together and come together, they can. But if they don't want to, that's up to them. But we're going to know in about 60 days, give or take a few days, and we're going to see just what's going to happen. And I'm kind of glad that it's all coming down to this, because I've been at this job for 25 years myself, and I've kind of gotten sick and tired of the way it's going, and I'm ready for the big change.
Well, so, now what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to get around to here, David, and is that what I started a long time ago is still the right thing to do. It's got to be done a little differently. It's got to be done a little differently. We've got the books available up online. We've got the books available up on the internet. We've got these segments up on YouTube. We've got the ability. Now we need to work together even more. Now, when I came to Austin, it was basically kind of on a wing and a prayer. And the people I came out here to be with turned out to be slightly insane, and not and you know, no better than any of the control freaks that we are fighting in Congress. But over on the next block, there's a group of people that are working together, that are preparing for the future, that have and are trying to wake people up and organize just the way we did back at the Wake Up America meetings in Albuquerque when I started the Free American, when this whole patriot movement really took off. And the reason it took off is because me and a handful of other people that we met with formed an organization and did the media organization, and we published Media Bypass, we published the Free American, we published Veritas with Bill Cooper. We were working, we were doing that. Now, in this last 9 years after the accident in 2004, May 20th, 2004, when I got out, I suddenly I didn't have any support. I didn't have any backup. I didn't have any help, and I didn't know who was against me. Somebody had tried to kill me. Somebody had threatened me. Somebody had done all this. What could we do? What could we do? What did I do? What could I do? I tried to do what I'd always done. I brought the hard copy of the magazine out, but because people were now on the internet and getting as much information as they needed on the internet, they didn't need to go out and buy a magazine. They closed down the bookstores. They shut down. I think they were going to sell Barnes and Noble, and you know, they were shutting down the bookstores. So I wasn't getting the distribution that I once had. And this, I really started thinking that, well, it's, you know, maybe the propaganda was getting to me. Well, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong here? And I wasn't doing anything wrong, but it was this, oh, he's raising money for a snitch named Weaver, so he's a cop, or oh, he's a con artist, he don't have any Liberty Villages. No, I don't, because somebody came and gave me $100,000 to go to sell the property. I sold that. Now, again, that kind of left me homeless, but right now, I found a home. Right now, I am every Friday. You can meet with me and a lot of others at the Truth Seekers meetings. We are organizing. We are selling more books. I've got more books ordered. If you want to get a book and a signed copy, $35 and it'll be on its way to you. That may go up a bit here, since I believe it's now $8 for priority mail.
Clayton, I just wanted to call in today and say hello and just touch base with you and let you know that everything's good here in California. Anytime you want to come back out for a weekend or bring you in with you, you got a place to stay.
Well, I appreciate that, and I certainly look forward to getting back out there sometime soon, but I'm in the heart of Texas right now, and got no plans to go anywhere for a while. I also plan to take some time off, David, and go out paddling in a canoe.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, look at boy, we really got the pro-Israel crowd coming in here trying to fill up the room. Yahweh is Clay's God. Yahweh ain't my God. My God's real. My God holds the universe together. My God, I can contact any time because He's within me. And all of you other people out there that are pushing your little particular religions, whether it's nope, I don't, nope. I hate Zionists. Yeah, I guess I do. Yes, sir. Certainly do. And, guess this means we're hitting the right place. This is the way they work, folks, and they want you to think there's something wrong with me for telling you the truth. That's exactly what they want to do. And they absolutely don't want you supporting me. Yeah, I get this all the time. You got 3 people on there, they just come in as guests. That's why I usually block these son of a bitches. And, Clay, you'll never make it home mainstream if you use language like that. Come on, guys. I am a real person. We're talking about real things here. And right here in this block, we got people that are prepared. Best watermelon I ever ate, I got next door. Yeah, I'm back in Texas. Yeah, I'm practicing when I preach. Yeah, I live in a trailer. If you don't like that, you can kiss my ass. And folks, if you want to support somebody that's telling you the truth, go to freeamerican.com. I believe all my links work now, all my PayPal links. You want to read one of my books? I've got some great books in fiction and nonfiction. The nonfiction will tell you everything that we've gone through. Mystery Babylon, the New World Order Unveiled.
Hey, well, at least these guys that get on here and put the crap on the chat board don't stick around anymore.
No, they know we're going to kick them. We know we're going to send them. I just love doing this because this is good. They are illustrating exactly what I'm telling you. Oh, Clay and Adolf Hitler will make good buddies in hell. Now, come on, folks. Got nothing in common with Adolf Hitler, although Obama does, and although George Bush does. I mean, the elitists use pawns like Hitler, like Bush, like Obama to do their bidding, to do their will, and it ain't good, and Hitler wasn't good for the German people. But the German people that got behind Hitler and cheered him on were doing it for all the right reasons. And that's what we're going through that right now. I'm telling you that we have an opportunity here. I'm not a Hitler, but will I lead? Am I a Thomas Jefferson? Am I a Benjamin Franklin? Absolutely.
Yes, indeed, Clayton. Well, I am too. And this www.serioustaxreform.com that I put up on your chat.
I see that, yeah.
A minute ago. It's a new policy written by a friend of mine named Mark Fishman, and what it does is it takes off the cap on all of our Social Security. What it is there's a cap at $106,800, and everybody that makes any money over that doesn't have to pay for Social Security. So this new tax reform plan takes that cap off, and it also ends all the dynasties, meaning that when you die, you can leave up to $5 million to whoever you want, tax-free, and then the rest of your money is split half with the government, and you can leave the other half to whoever you want, tax-free. But it ends all these dynasties like the Kennedys and the Rockefellers and the Bushes, so that all of us hard-working Americans can get somewhere in life and can make something happen once again. And that's what this new tax plan does. So I'd like to ask everyone to take a look at SeriousTaxReform.com sometime today or this week and see what you think. It's a very simple plan, and it really will make this whole country work again.
All right, and David, I appreciate the work you're doing. I wish you luck in your run for president. And of course, you've always got the ability to come on my show and talk about that. I think we all should be running for president. I think you're as qualified as anybody up there, especially Obama and Romney, probably more qualified.
Well, that's what we've all got to do, adopt this new
and
attitude.
here, folks, here again, what this whole show has been about is how they use the media and the internet, and how these Zionist Jews have gone in and they send in what they're Sinayim. Here's one, a dark worm, a perfect name for you there. The Zionist Jews will keep thumping your head, you Jew hater. These are the people that hate. These are the people that hate.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And that's what they're trying to. That's why they're trying to do that. They don't want you here. They don't want you knowing the truth. They don't want you knowing the truth that we can do this without them. We can grow our own food. We can generate our own energy. We've got the ability to do that. And
slow mo there. He hasn't got the idea yet that nobody wants his olive branch.
I don't want his olive branch. I don't want his help. I don't want him listening to my show. I don't need him here. I don't want him coming into my room. And the only thing they are a distraction. They're trying to put in a good word for their people. Oh, kiss my ass. You know, I don't need to hear that. I don't need to see that. I don't need to. We just won't even. We won't even deal with them. You know what?
No, they're not worth it. They don't have anything new to say.
No, they don't. And folks, folks, if you're in the Austin area, if you know, we've got True Seekers meetings. It's posted up on my website. I've fallen victim, David, to this whole site ops. I fell victim to it for a while. I took off the time to write my books. I'm going to take time off to write more books, but I am now going public. I am coming out. We're doing this. I'm speaking in bookstores right in the middle of the university district, and we'll be promoting that all this next week. And I've got help coming out here. We've got our organizations out here. We've got people across the street with recording studios, and everything is working now. Everything is humming now, and I'll be working with the Texas Independence Movement, and my books will be in stock by the end of by Monday, probably. So, folks, make a donation. Read a book now, and you can get a hard copy signed. I'm coming out of retirement. I'm speaking publicly. I'm going to be running ads in local papers here about my books and about this radio show, because I'm right here with Alex Jones, and I will grow this website, and I will grow this show, and we will grow the sales on the books. And I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Clayton, for having me on with you today, and I'm always with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right.